Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Larkin. He's out there with Thompson. And it's Poirier in at the 5. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for your home team, Willie Hernan-Gomez. One shot.
Here's Poirier. Thompson outside. To the middle. A nice shot by Poirier.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Parker kicks to Satoransky. To the paint. Here's Medu. Thompson passes to Nora. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. There's the pick. Over to the left wing. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Here's Medu. And it's Parker at the elbow. And it's Smith with the rebound. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Larkin. It's good from long range. Larkin's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Satoransky, the pass to Medu. Out to Parker. Pass to Satoransky. Inside, 6 to shoot, and there's the bucket from Medu.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Larkin. He's got 5. Off on the layup.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And it's Parker in the corner. There's the screen. Sinks the three-pointer.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Connects from three-point range.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan-Gomez. There's 1:59 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Larkin, and it's blocked. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. Pass to Smits. Clock at 6. Here's Poirier. Here's Smits. Swiped away. Fast break. Here we go. Knocked away.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. 5 points in the game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Smits. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Satoransky against Thompson. Satoransky the pass to Hernan Gomez. Got a piece of it. Here's Larkin. He has 5. From the arc. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Larkin's gone 2 for 5 tonight. For the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Pass to Nora. The 3 ball. The shot, no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Leading by just 2. And we'll get the second quarter under. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Here's Laprovitola, and that one drops. Provitola's got his first points of the game.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
He's covered by Anderson. Got a hand on it, and that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Five to shoot. There's a good screen. And here's Bryant outside. A shot off that time. Vesely passes to Laprovitola. Here's Fall. And he drops it in from the low post.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. To the right side. Here's Smits. Just 5 to shoot. On Sunday, then on Thursday.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
They set the screen. Pass to Fall. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Fires from 14. He's off on that one. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. The shot's good from Laprovitola.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
From deep, Bryant. Rebound by Vesely.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And good that time. Anderson's got his first points of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And nothing is falling for him right now. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. It's an 8-point differential. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Pass to Laprovitola. They set the pick. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Rovitola's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Here's Poirier. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the deep.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. He's perfect from the line this time. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Anderson the screen. Here's Rovitola. He's got 6. Nailed from three-point land. Rovitola's got 9.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Vesely passes to Fall. Here's Anderson. Takes it off the glass.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Bryant looking around. The 3. Fall with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Smith. First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for your home team, Vesely. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Good on the second free throw. Defended by Anderson. 36 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Poirier. 6 on the shot clock. Fades away. It's not going to go for him.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Intercepted. And they're pushing it up. Here's Bryant. Fall with the rebound. Here's Anderson. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes the first half. They lead by 14. And we'll be back right after this.
Thanks. And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about?
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the home team.
When cut.
And that concludes.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Parker out there with Medu. Then there's Hernan Gomez, and it's Zedoramski in at point guard. To the inside, here's Poirier. Misses the baby hook. Poirier's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Larkin out there with Thompson. And it's Poirier in at the center, locking down the middle. Hernan Gomez passes to Medu. Back to Hernan Gomez. Plenty of space. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He has 7.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
We've got Zedoramski. Medu is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Parker. And that one falls for Larkin. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
Thompson is out there with Larkin. And it's Poirier in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Count it. Mora's got 5 points so far.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Satoransky, the pass to Medu, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. And the second free throw, good. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in.
Who's watching here?
Pass to Smits. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Smits has got his second bucket of the night.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Parker up top. Down low, Medu, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Now you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Smits passes to Nora. Shoots the three. The rebound by Medu.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
That's tipped, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And they get it back. Satoransky, the pass to Medu. There's Parker with the three. Poirier grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Medu. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Medu's got 8 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Thompson passes to Poirier. Parker, right side. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 10.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
1:37 left in the third. Here's Larkin. He's got 8. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go with the three. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. And Gomez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Parker. That one good for 2.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Larkin. 56 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Nora, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Fires for 3. And it's Smith with the rebound. Smits has got 4 rebounds in this game. Nice shot by Larkin.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Hernan Gomez a screen. And it's Smith with the rebound. Smits has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Nora. He's got 5. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up by 16. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Hernan Gomez. Medu is out there with Parker, and it's Sadaransky in at the point. Here's Larkin. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 5 rebounds tonight. The three-pointer, no good. Takes it inside. They get it back. Second shot opportunity to the left wing. Here's Nora. No good from outside. Nora has gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Here's Medu off with the layup. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Here's Poirier. The shot from the low post is good.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Thompson for 3. Sinks the triple.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Pass to Medu. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Here's Poirier. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Defended by Anderson. Anderson with the block. Pass to Medu. To the wing right side. Drives to the hoop. Here's Fall. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Fall's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. From outside, off the mark. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
From deep three-point land, the long distance 3 is buried. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea just giving themselves a little bit of a break.
It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. .149 left to play in the final quarter. Lets it go from deep. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the right wing.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
.132 left in the 4th. He's covered by Anderson. Pass to Smits. Fires from deep. Not that time. His sixth miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far. It's deflected. Over to the wing. Anderson passes to Laprovitola. Back to Anderson. Here's Laprovitola. 5 to shoot. That's 3-pointers off the mark. From deep. It's hauled in by Laprovitola. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Right. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Here is Bryant. He's covered by Anderson. Bryant outside. Here's Smits. The kick out to Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Fires away from outside. Here's Laprovitola. He doesn't hit that one. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Sports, we have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
And Parker throws it down.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Kalathis. No good on the triple. And here's Hernan Gomez. Pass to Parker. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Yes, it's good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Goes up on the wing. The shot misses.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Check by James. No good with a layup. And Brown with the stuff.
I like the decision to push it. He gives the D no time to recover.
Here's Metu. No good with the triple. Brown inside. And the jam by Brown.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Here's Metu, defended by Brown. And it's Metu missing. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Kalathis. Three-pointer off the mark. Now Saturansky. Inside. Hernan Gomez gets the bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Kalathis. Here's Korkmaz. It's Brown on the wing. Clock at 6. No good on the three. Saturansky right side. Down low. Here's Hernan Gomez. Nice D from Brown. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Kalathis. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's James. No points yet. Pulls up. Just 5 on the clock. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And Parker throws it down.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Uses the glass on the layup.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
There's 47 seconds left in the opening quarter. James inside. To the paint. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Saturansky outside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Out to the right wing. To the right side. Here's Kalathis to the middle. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They're up by 2, and we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Inside, here's Vesely, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Diallo. Here's the three. And the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. They get it back to the inside. Fires the three. Doesn't go that time. And there's the screen. Here's Vesely. And he banks in the layup.
All five guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Here's Matajunas. Takes it inside.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
From outside the arc. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Takes a three. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Pass to Corneli. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's Anderson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Vesely. Oh!
Wow!
And he hammers in the reverse slam.
VA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, VA.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Diallo against Anderson. Let's go with a three. Diallo, that one's good. Diallo's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Diallo's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Pass to Anderson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Matajunas. Diallo on the wing. Here's Matajunas. Shot clock at 6. The shot won't fall. Out to the right wing. There's the screen. And the three off target.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Corneli. Misses from close range.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Monday, and then on Tuesday.
First personal foul.
There's 45 seconds left in the second period. Here's Matajunas. Off with the layup. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul. First team.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
The first free throw is good. Good on both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Off target with the three. Pass to Fall. They set the screen. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
It is a wonderful night for basketball.
Taking a look at the visitors, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting that defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put...
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now here's Saturansky. He's scoreless. Chemezi Metu out there with Willie Hernan-Gomez. And it's Parker in at the three. And that one drops for him.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Korkmaz on the wing. From deep three-point land. That shot off the mark.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Willie Hernan-Gomez is out there with Chemezi Metu. And it's Parker in at the three.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Saturansky outside. Check by James. No good on the triple. Brown with it. 6 points for him. That one's good from James on the assist from Brown. James has got 7 points in the game.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Jacks up a three. He's off on that one.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And it's James with the jam. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Saturansky outside. To the left wing. Parker outside. Hernan-Gomez sets a screen. Parker, no good.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's James. Can't hit that one.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Hernan-Gomez, no good. And here's Brown for three. The shot, no good. Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. Right wing. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 6.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Brown passes to James. The three. Hernan-Gomez with a rebound. Parker outside. Saturansky outside. Hernan-Gomez sets a screen. Saturansky passes to Hernan-Gomez. 1:49 left in the third quarter here. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Saturansky outside. Down low. Metu. And good. Coming on the assist by Saturansky. Metu's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
He gets it in there.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Korkmaz on the wing. Knocked away. Saturansky outside. Up and in on the layup. Saturansky's got his second basket.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And the visitors call time here. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And here's Diallo. A deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Diallo's got 6.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
That one goes. Count it.
When you look at how they've come out in the second half, it's almost like night and day.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. That one's off. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
That's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
I think he caught the defense napping. Those plays can be soul-crushing. And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Up the floor. Here's Hernan Gomez. Goes back up. And he takes it up and lays it in. He has 6.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
It'll count. And that's not going to go. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Up 8. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, coming from an unlikely position, is the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. To the paint. Here's Vesely. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Oh, they pick off the pass. And here they come. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pass to Corley. Shots blocked. Fast break, here we go. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
To the wing, right side. Here's Matajunas. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
The away team, Corley, taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Inside. The rebound by Corneli. Here's Matajunas. The three. It doesn't go for him. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Fall. The rebound by Diallo. Here's Corneli. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Tipped. Here's Fall. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Corneli. Misses the baby hook.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Here's Matajunas. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. They get it back. Tries again. And the layup is up and in.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance point.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
First team foul. At the line for your home
The free throw drops for Anderson.
2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Diallo outside. Here's Matajunas. Pass to Akobo. 1:44 left in the fourth. Off the mark there with a three. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Ooh, it's stolen. In transition, here they come. From behind the arc. Diallo outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Matajunas for 3. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Anderson drives. Here's Fall. The layup off target. Fall's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Here's Akobo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
He gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. And that's good as he hits both shots.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second team foul. At the line for your home team.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up by 9. And so he makes both from the line.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
No coverage that time. So it's the home team now. Here's Vesely. Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk!
Ooh, and powered down. What a jam.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Deflected. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, and thanks for joining us on this fine Thursday afternoon. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Calathes in at the 1.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Here's Calathes. James, a screen on Thompson. Pass to James. Off target with his 3. Here's Larkin. Inside. And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. And you take a look at this home team. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
When you look at this visiting team, they know what this team is. Some would say they've overachieved, but I feel like they've proven themselves thus far.
And then Brown with the dunk.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Smits. And it's off from three-point range. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Brown. Good. Great play by Calathes to set it up.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Larkin. To the middle. Out to Thompson. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Papagiannis. It's Brown on the wing. Bucket is good. Brown's got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Smits, Poirier, and there it is for him.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Here's Brown. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Papagiannis. Pass to James.
Third team foul. Jordan and Warren. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's James. Guarded closely. Now Brown. Clock at 6. There's the triple.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now here's James. Brown sets a screen for James. Pass to Brown. Back to James. Jacks up a 3. And it's Smith with the rebound. James has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. To the paint. Here's Nora. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now James. 1:07 left here in the first quarter. Brown sets a screen for James. To the inside. Here's the break. Nice shot by Larkin.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
James, that's a 2-pointer, and that one comes up a bit short.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Here's Nora. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Korkmaz passes to Papagiannis. Nora grabs the board. Takes a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Kalathis. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. They're up by 1. And the second quarter about to get. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
They've got Corniche, and it's Diallo in at the small forward position. Back to Bryant. Offline with his 3.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Now here's Diallo. Tight defense on him. Here's Corniche. No good on the triple. Outside Bryant. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Diallo.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Count the basket.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Smits. Back to Bryant. It's hauled in by Diallo.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the 3-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Screen by Bryant. Launches it. Cans it from downtown.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Diallo. He's guarded closely from deep. Poirier grabs the miss. Poirier's got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Bryant. From past the arc. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Personal foul, first team foul. At the line.
First one falls for him.
Smith. 2 shots.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's the screen. Here's Poirier. Scored the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Diallo's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Smits. The rebound by Akobo. Smits has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Pass to Akobo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The tray. Poirier grabs the miss. Poirier's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's the teardrop. Pass to Smith. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
The ball goes to the away team.
On Sunday. .07 left in the second quarter. They can use a bucket. That one misses.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Outside, Bryant. For 3. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Shooting for the away team.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. It's picked off. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. The 3. Poirier grabs the miss. Pass to Smits. Here's Bryant. Eunice with the steal. Up in time. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
17.
Hey, everybody.
You take a look at the home team. They're sitting on the top of their division. Can't ask for more than that as a fan. And it feels like they're getting better as the season goes on.
The way they've been, I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken.
It's the centerpiece of health.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so here's the home team. We've got Larkin. He's out there with Thompson. And it's Smits in at the power forward. Right wing. From downtown, it's hauled in by Diallo. Smits has gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. We've got Diallo. James is out there with Korkmaz. And it's Cornish in at the power forward.
At the line for the away team, James. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
We've got Thompson, and it's Larkin into the 2-guard spot. Thompson passes to Poirier. Here's Smits. Pass to Nora. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. That shot missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Korkmaz is out there with James. And Diallo in at the 3 spot. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. 3-pointer. Cornish with the rebound.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
James. Good D by Thompson. James has gone just 1 of 5 from the field. And the foul called on Korkmaz. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Pass to Smits. There's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Smits has got 8 points.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Diallo has the open look. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Larkin. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Fabianas kicks to Diallo. Here's Thompson. Finished off the break. Guys, what a back and forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
And here's James outside. Morag grabs the board.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing caught.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Diallo kicks to Korkmaz. Pass to Papagiannis. Here's Korkmaz. There's the pick. To the right side. Here's Diallo. 3-pointers off the mark. Diallo's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Here's Nora. A 3-pointer off the mark. Nora's gone 1 of 5 from deep. Deflects the pass. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
There's 1:40 left in the 3rd quarter, and it's denied. Here's Larkin. Up and in on the layup. Larkin's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Diallo. Cornish, the pass to James. Drains the 3-pointer.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
We've got 1:08 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it from 3-point range. Larkin's got 7 points.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Papagiannis. Still yet to score. Pass to Corniche. James outside. Here's Korkmaz. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. This one for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And he drives in. Here's Corniche. Off target at the rim. A tight game here in Charlotte. To the middle. And stolen by James. 3-on-3. Plays it up and banks it in.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Leading by... Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Down out there with Korkmaz, and it's Moniunas in at the 5 spot. And yes, it's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Calathes. Three-pointer. He can't hit that time.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Smits to the left side wing. He tries for 3. A shot, no good. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Brown dishes to Moniunas. Here's Okobo. Drills it from outside. Okobo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Smits, good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Okobo, defended by Bryant, and it's good, 2 points.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
There's a screen by Moniunas. Brown outside. Poirier grabs the miss. Poirier's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Smits. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Smits has gone 5 of 10 from the floor. Brown kicks to Moniunas. Here's the 3. Brown, no good. Poked away and taken away by Brown. Moniunas passes to Okobo. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Smits has gone 1 of 5 from 3-point territory. Here's Calathes. To the paint. Moniunas' shot is good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
They set the pick. From deep, Bryant drains it from beyond the arc. Here's Calathes. We've got 1:48 left in the game, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Bryant, that's for 2. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
There's Brown with the 3. Good. Great play by Calathes to set it up. Calathes has got his 5th assist in this one.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Right side, Bryant. Launches a 3. Again, the miss by Bryant.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Anianis passes to Okobo. No good off the front iron. Okobo's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Pass to Smits. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
43 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Down low. Here's Poirier. Over Anianis. Poirier, no good.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Korkmaz kicks to Calathes. Back to Korkmaz. Off target from outside. And so they get the victory here at home. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Chimezie Metu out there with Willie Hernan-Gomez. And it's Parker in at small forward. Here's Metu. From the high post, Thompson pulls it in. Driving in, Larkin. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's Hernan-Gomez. To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Pass to Nora. Here's Larkin. Fires from deep. And Metu pulls it down. Satoransky outside. Hernan-Gomez sets a screen. Offensive board. Now here's Satoransky. To the inside. Here's Smits. Fires the three. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Poirier.
Awaiting ball.
Now here's Satoransky, tightly guarded. To the paint. Here's Metu. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Thompson, no good.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Driving to the basket. Good work there as it goes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Satoransky. Back to Hernan-Gomez. Pass to Metu. 6 on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop. It's tipped.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Thompson outside. A minute 53 left in the first. From the arc. Gets another look. Poirier's shot is off. Here's Metu. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far. A minute 31 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Poirier. And Parker pulls it down.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
The shot's good.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Poirier passes to Thompson. Pass to Smits. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smits has got his second basket on the night.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Parker passes to Hernan-Gomez. Inside, 6 to shoot. Good on the shot. Metu's got 8 points.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
The 3 from Thompson. Hernan-Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got 5 rebounds in the game.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Larkin with the bucket. 23 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Parker, and Parker throws it down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Thompson scanning the floor from downtown, and Metu pulls it down. Lets it go from the wing.
Oh, at the buzzer! Wow! I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
And that does it for the first quarter. Leading by 9. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Here's Smith. Hits the trifecta. He's got 7.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Vesely. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
For the away team, Vesely. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw. Bryant outside. Down low. Stolen by Anderson. And it ends up out of bounds. On Sunday, and then Sunday.
In that game against Athens, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan as it should be a close one.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Back to Bryant. Shoots it from the high post. It's hauled in by Fall.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
To the inside.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Second team foul.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. They push it up 4 on 3. They get it again. To the left side wing. Inside. Second shot opportunity. Smith's good.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Smith has gotten it done so far from the field, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
The free throw drops for Anderson.
At the line for 2.
And Anderson drops them both.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
And it's good. 2 points. Here's Fall. Yet to see a basket. And it's finished off by Anderson.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Vesely. Over to the left wing. Lets the 3 fly. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. And here's Bryant outside. Buries it from three. Bryant's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
.146 left in the second quarter. Here's the pick. Pass to Anderson. 5 to shoot. Pulls it from 20. And it's Smits with a rebound. Here's Poirier. And the layup is good off the glass. Poirier's got his first 2 points of the night.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Anderson covers. 58 seconds left in the first half. And there's a 3-second violation. To the middle. Here's Vesely, and he dunks it down.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. And here's Bryant outside. It's hauled in by Fall.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Poirier with the rebound. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Ball passes to Anderson. Out left to the wing. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They're up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. The visitors with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. 2 points. That one goes. Give him 8 points now.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Willie Hernan-Gomez is out there with Chemezi Metu. And it's Satoransky in at the 1.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
It's Parker on the attack. And Parker throws it down.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Picked his pocket. Defended by Thompson. Satoransky outside. Here's Metu. Give him 8. To the paint. The steal. Fires the 3. Thompson, no good. Down low. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Hernan-Gomez sets a screen. Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. Inside. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Nora. The 3 ball. Nails it from 3.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Satoransky with it. Here's Metu. Parker outside. Clock at 6. Launches it from deep. They get the rebound. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Parker outside. Back to Hernan Gomez. It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And he drops the first.
Willie Hernan Gomez taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Nora. And he drops it in from the low post. Nora's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, to keep it simple, Matt, good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Larkin passes to Poirier. Out to Thompson. And there's the screen. Pass to Larkin. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Poirier. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Metu.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the middle. Here's Hernan Gomez. No good off the glass. Here's Nora. He's got 5. That 3's off the mark. 3 on 3. Here's Hernan Gomez. Poirier with the rebound. Here's Nora. Parker defending. 4-3. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
There's the triple. Counted from distance. 11 points in the game.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Thompson in the post. Covered by Satoransky. Thompson, that's good.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Satoransky passes to Hernan Gomez. Can't hit from in close.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Here's Thompson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Thompson's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Parker the screen. Metu pass to Parker. Poirier with the rebound. Poirier's got 11 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Pass to Nora. Lets it go from deep. That one no good. Nora's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Now here's Hernan Gomez. Defense right on him. Here's Metu. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up by 6. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Smith. Pure from 3-point range.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Smith has gone 2 for 5 from beyond the arc. Covered by Bryant. Here's Vesely. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
They allowed him to establish deep position. You just can't do that.
And they need better team defense. How about your man in the post? It takes multiple guys to stop him.
For the finish. And the finish Efes on the break with the slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Number 33, taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. He takes it in, inside. Fall no good. Here's Poirier. Puts up the 8-footer. Nice D from Anderson.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Offensive rebound. Takes a 3. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Goes up again. And Fall gets it to go.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got rebound number 7 tonight. To the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? There's the screen. To the middle. Poirier with the rebound. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Bryant, no good.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Takes the 3. He buries it from 3.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. A minute 31 left in the game. Oh, trying his luck from deep. He can't get that one to fall.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And he banks in the layup.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Anderson covers. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Pass to Fall. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Covered by Bryant. Puts it up. Here's Vesely. Poirier with the rebound. And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
16 seconds left in the final quarter. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Parker. He's out there with Song. Satoransk there with Hernan Gomez. They set the pick. Fires the three. Satoranski grabs the miss. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Can't hit from in close. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Of course, John Morant's named first and foremost, so I asked him about the strategy. He said try to plug every defensive hole we see. I know if we give Morant any space, he'll try and slice right through us, so we can't have any cracks in the armor. A tall order for the defense against the unstoppable Morant. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Eunice with the steal. On the wing, James. Hernan Gomez covering. Knocks it loose. Pass to Okobo. There's a good screen. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Parker passes to Hernan Gomez.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Wasengame. Hernan Gomez covering. Kicks it out to James. Pass to Calathis. Shot clock at 6. Lets the three fly. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Screened by Parker. Lets it go with the 3. Wasengame pulls it in. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Eunice with it. Eunice, a screen on Parker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And they're running. And Satoranski wide open. He fires on the mark with the 15-footer.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And here's James outside. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. To the paint. Here's Sarr. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's James. For 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Pass to Satoranski. Parker sets the screen for Satoranski to the inside. And here we go. Here's Calathis. He misses the wide open layup.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Hernan Gomez passes to Sarr. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Sarr. Parker outside. Pulls up. Tries again. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Here's Calathis. And Parker with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez. Nine seconds left here in the opening quarter. James looking around. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. They're up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Anderson is out there with Medu, and it's Lapro Vitola in at the point.
First personal foul.
On Saturday and then on Wednesday.
At the line for your home team, Diallo. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Diallo. Diallo hits them both. Here's Lapro Vitola. Corniche with the rebound. Stolen by Anderson. Ahead. Finish off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
With the drive. Misses in close. The layup off target.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Moniunas passes to Okobo. A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle. They get a hand on it. Pass to Lapro Vitola. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Okobo looking over the floor. Moniunas a screen on Anderson. In the corner, Moniunas with it. Back to Diallo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Lapro Vitola. Here's Medu. Here's Lapro Vitola. Shot clock at 5. They set the screen inside. An even 3-on-3 break. Lets it go from deep. Fall with the rebound. They could retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position.
Down low. And here's the fast break. Here's Okobo. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Here's Lapro Vitola, and he makes good on the layup. Lapro Vitola's got 5.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
A miss that time would have put him up. And here's the break, and here they go. Here's Corniche. Flashes it down to finish the break.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
It's blocked. 1:33 left to play in the first half. Pass to Diallo. Beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Diallo's got 5 points in the quarter.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's Meadows. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the line for him here. And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Now Diallo. He has 5. The rebound by Medu. 1:03 left in the first half. Snatched away. And they're moving it up. Finish off the break.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Back to Anderson. That 3 off the mark. And here is Maniunas. Nothing on the board. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. It's hauled in by Diallo.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
There's the triple. And the 3 ball is good. 5 points in the game.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from 3-point range on the break. But for him, with nobody on it, that's a pretty good shot.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They're up by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome. First up on the agenda.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq. And now they're processing things even faster, making... Well, one stat in their favor is the one they haven't been racking up, turnovers. They've been very precise with the ball movement.
And that concludes...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at James, what a contribution.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
They've got James, and it's Boston game, and at the center, locking down the middle. Hernan Gomez out there with Parker. Then it's Czar, and it's Sadaransky in at the 1. Out left to the wing. Game, the pass to Okobo. 6 on the shot clock. Maniunas kicks to Coathis. Over Hernan Gomez. Coathis, no luck.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Pass to Sadaransky. Over Coathis. The shot by Sadaransky, no good.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
James wide open. Drills it from outside. James has got 9 points.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight planks.
High post, Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Yunus. Offensive rebound.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Satoransky against James. And a miss there on the triple. And here's the fast break. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Calathes gets the bucket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
To the middle, here's Parker. Drops in the layup for 2.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Outside, James. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Here's Satoransky. 1:51 left in the third. Pass to Hernan Gomez for the tie. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Hernan Gomez has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Calathes. No good on the 3. Calathes has gone 2 for 8, shooting just 25% from the field. Here's Parker. Drops in the breakaway layup. Parker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on James. 5 to shoot. Hernan Gomez a screen. Calathes grabs the ball. 30 seconds left to play here in the third. Kicks it out to James. From deep. And Sarr pulls it down.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Here's Calathes. And a deep 3 from James. No good on the last second attempt there. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Here's Laprovitola. James is out there at Korkmaz. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Medu passes to Fall. Here's Laprovitola. James covering. A nice shot by Medu.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Here's Cordes. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Here's Laprovitola. Pass to Fall. Here's Laprovitola. James defending. They get it back.
Home team foul. Papa James. First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for the away team, Jemezi Messi.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
It's been a little while since they've been in the lead.
And that's why this is such an important possession for them.
Here's the screen. And here's James outside. The rebound by Medu.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Laprovitola. James defending. Medu. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And that one, good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
The short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. The coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
Thank you, David. Laprovitola passes to Fall. They set the pick. Pass to Laprovitola. Clock at 4. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time. Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's a Kobo. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Laprovitola passes to Fall. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Laprovitola. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Korkmaz. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
1:12 left in the fourth quarter. There's the pick. Provitola passes to Medu, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Akobo, fires the three. The rebound by Medu.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Laprovitola. He's guarded by Diallo. Puts up a three. Laprovitola, no good.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save him tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Medu. Good on the bucket.
Assisted by number 8.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. No good off the back of the rim. There's the drive. Oh, that's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Diallo.
Substitution on the court.
A three off the inbound. Gets it to fall. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never...
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the wing. Here's Smits. Off target from three-point range. James with the ball. Here's Motiejunas. On target from range.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it will be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Larkin passes to Nora. To the paint. They swipe it. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Okobo gets the bucket. Now Thompson. Pass to Nora. It's intercepted. For three, James. Poirier with the rebound. Out to the wing. First quarter and about a minute and a half in.
He's turned it over twice pretty quickly. Time to refocus. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
James outside. Here's Motiejunas. Three-pointer. Thompson pulls it in. Here's Smits. Check by James. Larkin with the bucket.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Pass to Okobo. Fires for three. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Here's Larkin. Beyond the arc. Nora, no good. Here's Calathes. Inside. Thompson pulls it in.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Down low. Here's Calathes. Here's Motiejunas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Calathes. Poirier with the rebound. Here's Nora. The three is up. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Pass to Okobo. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Minute 32 left in the first quarter. Here's Larkin. On the wing, Thompson. Check by James.
Motiejunas. First personal foul. First team foul.
That'll be a 5-second call.
2 turnovers for him in just the last couple minutes. He needs to be a little more careful with the rock out there.
Here's Okobo. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Thompson. Larkin passes to Smits. And it's off from three-point range.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Oh, swiped away. Here's Poirier. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now, here is James. No made baskets yet. Offline with a three. Pass to Larkin. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. Larkin's got 6.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
30 seconds left to play in the first. There's a screen. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Smits. And he makes it on the layup.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Kalathis. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. And that concludes the first quarter of play. They're up by 6. Don't go away. We'll be back with these. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Corneli. On Sunday, and then on Tuesday.
You hear this all the time, but a road trip is a great chance for a team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry matters a lot in the NBA, and a trip like this can bring a team together.
He's off on the second.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Poirier, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Clock at 6. Ball stolen, and he's all alone. Pass to Bryant. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Sinks that one from the post. Here's Akobo. To the inside. He's off on the layup.
They conceded the points to him, and he couldn't take advantage. That miss might stick with him.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Diallo.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, I appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Bryant outside. Here's Poirier. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Akobo, covered by Bryant. From outside the arc, fires in the triple.
Pretty much no one is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Pass to Poirier. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Poirier's gotten his third basket of the night. Here's Akobo. And a miss there on the triple.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Lays it up and banks it in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Corneli. Here's Akobo. There's the three. That shot, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Bryant inside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
1:44 left to play in the first half of basketball.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
The first one falls.
Number 32, taking 2 shots.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Right wing. Smits, good. Smits has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Second personal foul, third team foul. At the line for your home team.
First free throw is good.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
52 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Bryant outside to the middle. From deep. The rebound by Diallo.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Misses in close. Bryant outside. And the shot goes down. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Bryant's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Diallo on the wing. Here's Matajunas. 2 on the clock. And the layup is good. Give him 8.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And we finished off one half of play. Up 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
You take a look at the visitors. I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish. And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the visiting team.
And you look at the numbers.
And that is going to do it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Furkan Korkmaz is out there with James. And it's Diallo in at the small forward position. The 3 is up. The shot by James, no good. On the wing, Thompson. Check by James. Thompson against James. Nora pass to Smits. Clock at 6. And he lays it up and in. Smits has got 6 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
James is out there with Furkan Korkmaz. And it's Kordaei in at the 4. Driving inside. Marking no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Missed inside.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Thompson against James. Launches it. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Pass to Diallo. Down low. And he jams it home with authority.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. This one for three. The shot, no good. Here's Corneli. Inside. And here's Diallo. Nora grabs the board. Here's Smits. From deep. Korkmaz pulls it in. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Corneli. Out to James. Here's Corneli. Korkmaz on the wing. Shoots. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's Larkin. The double clutch. No good on the layup.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked. And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third quarter here. No good from outside.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
To the paint, the 6-footer, and the basket by Poirier. Poirier's got 8 points.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Korkmaz, good.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
James against Thompson. Poirier's shot is off. Diallo up top. Still no points. Count that one.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. Thompson passes to Larkin. Puts up a three. Here's Poirier. Second chance effort. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Poirier's got 4 points in the quarter.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's Corneli. Count the basket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Nora, covered by Diallo. With some arc. Nora, no good. Here's Corneli. Diallo outside. And we've reached the end of the third. They lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Our coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got Furkan Korkmaz. He's out there with James. And it's Diallo in at the 3. And here's Thompson for 3. The rebound by Diallo. Diallo's got 6 rebounds in the game. On the take. Basket's good.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Here's Poirier. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Poirier's gone 6 of 8. James, right side. Shoots over Thompson. The shot by James, no good. Here's Nora, covered by Diallo. On the wing, Thompson. Here's the three. Hits the three-pointer.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Korkmaz on the wing. To the middle. Here's Corneli. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Nora. Shot clock at 5. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. So it's the home team now. James passes to Diallo. Out to James. Let's go with a three. They grab their own miss. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The home team calls timeout.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
And Allie, thank you for that. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Poirier passes to Smits. Got it.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
It's Williams, high post. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Williams has gotten his first basket of the night.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Poirier. Off target at the rim. Going inside. Counted.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
On the wing, Bryant. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. A minute 29 left to play in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Pass to Akobo. Here's Mata-Yunus. Jacks up a three. Poirier with the rebound. Here's Smits. Williams defending. Smits, good.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Number 21. First personal foul, first team foul.
He hits the first one, and that brings him with an 8. And that's good as he hits both shots. Now here's Bryant. Williams defending. Pass to Smits. 5 on the clock. And that one comes up a bit short.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
That one falls.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Williams. And it's Smits with a rebound. Misses the three. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly